This is the event management app made by using Django framework. Let's run this program. Uh, while running, this is the table where or the user record are stored. This is the admin table where all the admin records are stored here. Uh, all admin, and this is the booking table where all the booking record is stored. So let's move on to the project and run on the localhost. Okay, here is where user can log in using username and password. If new user is coming, then they can click on sign up, and this will give you registration page, and the user can enter this email id, name, data, and register here. Let's I use javascript here for validating email. So if email is not in the syntax like other emails @gmail.com like other, so this will use an error. Let's click on submit. This will use an error invalid. So we have to enter and something.com else or it will not accept it. So let's correct it here. So now we submit this will give email validate. Okay, but this will give an error that is password is too short. We have entered password of length 1, so this is the too short password. So this will give an error again. The password is validated using JavaScript. So now we enter the new password here of length 8. This should be the length 8, 8 digit length. Password should be the 8 digit long. So if you enter again submit, so email is validate. Now the password length is okay, but here the password is not confirmed because the password and confirm password should be same. So now enter in the confirm password as the same password. If you submit, then email is validate, password length is okay, and password is confirmed. So password was okay. Okay, so now it will give an final submit button. So if you will click here, it will redirect us to a user login page, and you can check here in the in the user table. If you refresh this, you can see the user record. We have entered sample @gmail.com and all the records. So if you log in using this email id and password, we can log in into enter the password that is sample@gmail.com. Password was password login. If we enter a wrong password, this will give a wrong password notification. Now enter the correct password and login. It will give redirect us to user dashboard where you can see the user sample username, user email id, password, address, which is fetched from this table, and this is the user sample. There is currently no bookings available here because this is the new user. So this is the user and registration. Now we move on to the admin panel. This is admin means all owners are here, all owners record are stored here. So let's log in as a admin, that is hall owner. Mm, Now admin, click on the admin login. We don't have any account admin login, so create a new account, sign up here, where you have to fill a registration form for the admin. This is the admin table where all the admin's record is stored. So let's again enter the name as a admin name, and the email ID as the admin underscore sample. So same validation is applied here as of the user using JavaScript. This is some additional data where hall name, hall address, hall price, and hall capacity. Let's fill this. Hall capacity 551. Choose here. This is the one thing. Your admin has to upload an image of the hall. This is the directory image uploaded. Let's select the image sol.jpg. That is solution.jpg. So that is sol.jpg. So this will redirect us to the admin login page, and you can see that here the sol.jpg image is uploaded successfully in the image uploaded folder. Now this is the table where user table this is the admin table. You can say admin admin sample. Currently we log in using this sol.jpg image. This is the sol.jpg image. Now log into the admin, login from the admin panel account. You can see the login detail here. Admin details are here. You can see the admin details are here. Password, email ID. You can edit your account also. You can edit user account also, and you can edit user account also. There are no currently booking. Let's search for the halls. You can see the newly added hall, that is sample hall name is added here. You can see sample hall name, price, and this from. So if you can sort it using the many methods. Let's suppose sort by price. So higher price hall will be kept far, and the low price hall will be recommended first. You can sort by capacity, where you can see the capacity sample hall name is placed here now. So when you click view more, you can see the image of hall. So this is the hall detail, where you can see hall details. And for booking, you have to log in using your email ID, user ID, and password. So let's book an hall. Here you can see this data is stored in this. There are currently only 18 booking records available here. Let's refresh this. Okay, refresh this. There are currently only 18 booking record. Now book here. Now let's let's book a hall. This is the price we have to advance amount. This is the advance amount we have to pay. The total amount is 31,000 something, and we have to pay amount, that is, and we have to choose a date. So let's choose at 26th of Jan 2021. So book. So this is the record. Now you can see the user dashboard. This will redirect us to user dashboard. You can see the booking record, that is booking ID, hall name, hall admin ID, hall address. You can see further. You can see your total amount, your advance amount you have paid, your balance amount, and the date of the booking. This data is fetched from booking table, and let's refresh this page. Admin detail. So this is the earning. This the total earning can be displayed here, and this is the advance amount, total advance amount paid. This is the pending amount, and this is the total amount earning. Total earning. This is the username, user address, and all the details. This is, and you can refresh here. This is this record booking record is added. You can see here. So this is the event management tab.